the mask dude Quang?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Is he still around? It's like, I mean, alive wise, he's still alive.
That's a good. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. I'm not even sure my man's name.
Like Quang the Conqueror. You know what I mean?
Quang the Conquered. It's the
I mean,
so this week it was announced that, well, I guess Jonathan Majors trial, he'd been on trial, the assault and harassment trial from an incident, was it last year, with his now ex-girlfriend. I didn't realize there was footage of them running down the street.
yo, the way he was running from that woman, he knew.
He knew.
He
He knew. He knew. Well, I guess it. He prolonged. He had to get Creed 3 out. He had to get Quantumania out. But now he out. Jo- Jonathan Majors was found guilty. I guess it was 4 charges that he was looking at, and he got. He was not guilty of 2, but guilty of 2 others. And
caught the 2 misdemeanors, right?
yeah, they said there were misdemeanors. I think one was harassment and one was assault. I think if he gets jail time, they said he could be looking up to a year, but he'll probably just get probation. But
he shouldn't go to jail.
I don't think he's gonna go to jail. Them lawyers gonna make sure that they lost the case. They're gonna win his damn freedom.
Well, you gotta earn that money sometime.
Facts. Although, I mean, at this point, I hope he's saving that money, because Marvel, it was like 10, 15 minutes after the ruling, the news report go out. Marvel has fired Jonathan Majors from his role as Kang, from the MCU, his role as Kang the Conqueror. Nobody knows currently what's going on.
They called the movie Avengers 5 immediately.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, because Kang was supposed to be the guy. If you watch Loki season 2, that character, it was Victor Tomley. It was all up through there. Quantumania was supposed to be the theatrical debut.
I think that part is the part that's going to be where Marvel's work goes, right? Because you saw the court of Kangs, or whatever they call it, and
yeah,
all them niggas, they was in there celebrating and Tootsie rolling, and you seen all sorts of virgins, you know what I mean? Eddie Kang, all of them, you seen all of them, and now there ain't no Kangs.
Well, that's the thing. The question is,
just go ahead and slide in one of them African or English black niggas.
Well, let me ask you this, because I mean, there's a couple of ways of doing it, right? If you're caught, I guess, if you're not caught up on everything, light spoilers on damn near everything that's
no heavy spoilers. I'm spoiling everything.
Heavy spoilers, but I mean, we're not going to go in depth in the Loki season 2, but I mean, you should know that, you know, they kind of wrapped up those stories. Like, if you're paying attention, based off of Quantumania, Kang is, that version of Kang is gone. Then Loki sees
gone.
Well, it was gone with an asterisk.
It up? Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly. Like they left it open for him to be able to return. But again, Loki season 2, though, it even it took the story and turned it on itself as well. It's 2 options, I think. One, obviously, is a recasting. The other is and you know, I was talking to some of the homies yesterday. If the thought has been that Marvel's been down in the dumps, could now be a good time to pivot. Timeline's calling for Dr. Doom.
So let me do this, because I am tired of, I might be multiversed out already. Right? We haven't even had our first incursion. But I might be multiversed out already. And it feels like, you know how movies do the time travel thing to fix things as a little bit of late, which Marvel also did. Yeah. I don't know if I want them to multiverse us out of this already. Maybe I might be down for the recasting.
the re so I guess that because that's I don't want to call it a new set of problems, but I mean you have to. I don't want to see a what's my man Lucius Lyon to Don Cheadle's because that's literally opposite sides of the coin. Like one is light, the other's the other side of his hand.
You know what you do? Bring in Lucius Lyon. Kang the Conqueror, man.
Well, he just be start talking about
I made all these versions of me, man.
them supreme mathematics or whatever he's talking. Nah, but he there's been conversation about who could take over. And when someone said Damson Idris,
Yeah.
I said that I wasn't thinking about that. If you want to go with the look and somebody who can act around the same caliber of a Jonathan Majors in that role,
But he's got to do the Franklin voice.
yeah, he definitely can't do the. He didn't just fall into a multiverse where he became British.
Yeah, nah, I need to. You know what I'm saying?
Does he have alternate American accents? He only has a Franklin Saint accent.
My guess would be no. I'm trying to remember what he did when in Swarm.
I didn't see that.
Oh, we gotta fix that.
That was a couple. That was around pandemic. I may have talked to him around the time that movie came out, but I didn't see it.
Yeah, Swarm. He was.
Okay.
It almost sounded like Franklin. Like, what's your favorite artist?
But
like,
that was one of like the few projects outside of Snowfall where he was playing an American person, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I guess you listen there, but I'm okay with it in general of the recasting because then you don't have to retell the story because you've done a lot of things, and I feel like if you rework the stuff that you don't think was going the right way for you,
right,
based off of losing a character, and you have so it actually handcuffs you more. I think just tell the story you were telling and just give somebody new. You can do it. It's fine. We'll believe it. You know what I mean? You can do. You know what you do? This is what you do. Is you tell a solo Kang story, half hour. Throw that thing on Disney Plus with your new Kang. You know what I'm saying?
Introduce him that way.
Yeah, that way it's the same guy.
It's like a vignette, a special Kang vignette. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I'm tripping. I thought you were talking about something else when you said Swarm. I forget that shit came out in February, January, March.
I love Swarm. What's your favorite artist?
Well, because Dominic Fishback is a guy.
Just make her Kang. God dang it.
She could do it again. Performance in Swarm, she can do it.
Crazy. She did what she went crazy.
Yeah, I knew she was when I realized what the character was going to be. I knew they cast the right one, and even then, it was still like she blew my expectations away.
I'll tell you what I do need, and this has nothing to do with what we're talking about. But give me a series of with her and her sister is Shorty off Snowfall.
Was Gail Bean.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, them two are sisters. You know what I mean? Let them smoke some weed or something. We'll enjoy it. I don't even care what the rest of it is.
And I ain't gonna hold you. I two of my favorite conversations at Complex. I spoke with. Damn, I spoke with Dominique Fishback because she was in Judas and the Black Messiah. She played Fred Hampton's girlfriend, is the mother of his child. And I spoke with Gail for that season of Snowfall. Two dope women, dope actresses. They should probably actually be getting more looks.
I feel like they probably. I think I actually feel like they might have got jammed up with that strike because because they both of them were fish grease hot. They were before the strike. So they're probably in the midst of something right now. They probably both of them probably on different sets. Somebody put them on the same set and give me my show of them sisters that smoke weed and maybe they boost or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that would be dope. You know what I mean? I want to watch that series right now.
All right, so it's a spin-off of Snowfall, and they're the two women who were just committing the women who were killing everybody. It's their origin story.
Well, the only problem is, Gail we got herself together.
True.
So I don't know if we can do, but it's got to be, maybe it's a spinoff of Atlanta. Like now, what would be crazy is like an Atlanta multiverse show.
That's the multiverse you want.
Give me the Atlanta multiverse. You know what I mean? And you just set the multiverse, like, you know what I'm saying? You get like Van and Aaron walk through.
Right.
They don't say nothing.
At all.
And you know what I mean? And then you go into your story and you tell those all non sequiturs.
You do situation where it's like you're telling the story and it just so happens that main man is running, he's walking out of the shoe store with the boxes of shoes in his hands because they got the no chase policy. You just see him go by. I love stuff like that.
Niggas in line to buy Paperboy tickets.
Yeah, what maybe in the spin-off series you actually get to hear the whole Paperboy song.
Hey, Lemon Pepper Wet is the first single.
Or Muckin'. Muckin' is the second single. I actually Muckin' may not be able to be. That's a BET uncut video.
Versace, Paris, Uco.
So no, well, so yeah. At the very least, Marvel's gonna have to do something. If like you said, if they're referring to the Avengers Kang Dynasty movie as Avengers 5, it sounds like it could be up in the air of if they're going to still proceed with the Kang situation or if they're going to be because they're supposed to be also introducing the Fantastic Four, and that I think there's a number of different. Fantastic Four is probably going to be instrumental with Doom. If there's a Galactus situation, that's going to happen. But I also, based on you saw the Marvels,
yes,
you know that what we got in the.
You just say spoilers, count to 10, and then say it.
Spoilers 10. Beast and X-Men and them on the way. I won't be surprised if Mr. Fantastic and them is like integral in figuring out how to get between those timelines or whatever. But it's like pro wrestling, honestly. I feel like they have a number of different ways to be like, oh, this is done. We could just, attach the rocket to this story and move in that direction. Because as long as they can steer the ship to go to whatever catastrophic event in a couple of years.
Hey, you think Beast stink?
I'm going to be honest with you. I think Beast is probably in a situation where because of what he is, I don't know if there's like a funk there, but because he's so intelligent, he's probably got like a serious, not just like scent regiment, but like a whole grooming situation.
Because he couldn't just like wash up in black soap because that's what smell. Oh, he don't smell. Wow.
No, he may need people to brush him or comb his hair. He got hair all over.
Yeah, I know. You know what I mean?
He rubbing his back on trees and shit. Like,
oh, nigga, I do that. Get that itch. Get that itch.
I do gotta
itch that. Yeah.
That corner right up
find that corner of the wall. My wife was like, nigga, you like a bear in the woods. Nigga, like, hey, boo boo, this feel great. Like,
I will say this though, with the timing, if Jonathan Majors wanted to do something right now, he is in this situation in the midst of a Kanye West album cycle. If Kanye wants to do music videos for this Vultures project, Jonathan Majors, I can see something like, but it really depends on where Jonathan Majors is at right now.
That makes perfect sense. Now Kanye, John, I can't mess with you if you mess with Kanye like that, me personally.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, cause he's got
a whole, but to be honest, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, go ahead and get your coins. And whatever you can get, you can get. You can mess with this little plate of Maryland Southern. That ain't even a good part of Maryland she from. Right. And she mid in the face. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what was you thinking?
I don't understand none of it. I really don't understand any of it. And it's
I remember I seen the outfits he be wearing outside too. It makes sense. He be geeking. He dressed like some sort of like Negro hobo. Like they no name. He be wearing like nondescript boots.
They said he looked like the civil rights era, but he always carried like a little ceramic cup in his coat. He needed like a pocket for the cup.
It looked like his carry-on on the plane is like a stick and a polka dot handkerchief tied at the top of. No, nigga, what was you thinking?
I don't understand. Well, actually, did you hear the audio when he told? Well, the main line people told or people were talking about was where, and I mind you, his ex girl. He met his ex girlfriend, the woman in this case. She was a dancer who worked on the set of Quantumania. They met overseas, and I guess after everything was done, they were together. He said he sounded like he was really gassed on the feedback and how people were feeling about his potential, because he was talking about how I'm doing great things for my people, I'm doing amazing things for the culture, and I need you to be Coretta Scott King or Michelle Obama. Like, this is fact. I need you to be like Coretta Scott King or Michelle Obama to me.
I think I get it. We got to get him some glasses.
It definitely, it was like he was like delusional. I think feels like I understand, you know, I'm one of them. He's a great actor, and I think what he's been able to do was important for what the culture needed at the time and what it still needs. But you didn't turn into Martin Luther King, my dude. Like it's you're still acting in Marvel films. You're still doing it's no disrespect, but calm the fuck down.
Yeah. What?
The way he was speaking about it, you would have thought he was literally changing the world. Getting high on the old supply.
He said, Christy, come on down to the set.
It made no sense.
We finna change things around here. I'm not going to be king for too much longer.
That's probably how he talked. They said he would just talk. He would talk people to death. I guess he did more too, but
yeah, like do you remember the press for Creed 2? Remember like the stuff in him and Wallace was they were giggling and
they were buddied up.
He was real giggling and all that stuff. And,
not no more.
Listen, Wallace, because Wallace is smarting up. I mean,
Wallace is with Ben Affleck now.
You stay away from Stringer Bell. That's all you need to know.
Facts.
Stringer's gonna have them people. Where's Wallace String?
What fuck Wallace?
Where's Wallace String? That's how he thought Baltimore niggas talk. Where's he put an extra SH on? Where's Wallace String?
There's not because this news is so fresh. There's not much else. I'm pretty sure Jonathan Majors was losing a lot before the trial even started. His agencies, and there were like different films that he did. They were kind of just shelved. If I'm assuming he wants to go back to Hollywood. How long do you think he has to chill before? Is it a year?
I think Homegirl got to have a scandal before he come back. Because all right, people aren't smart, right? Mm-hmm. Like the masses, like groups of people aren't normally smart, right. And they're like, "Oh, cancel him." Look at the optics. You can't spell optics, sweetheart. Right. At this point, like you're a bad guy, and you have to unbad guy yourself. You can't just time it because the timeline is forever. A retweet from 20 years ago almost took one of the biggest comedians on earth and Kevin Hart out. So memories are long in this era. Maybe X won't be around long. We will see. But the issue becomes even 5 years from now, they were like, yeah, but you are. There'll be less perspective at that time. Mm-hmm. And they'll just be like, all they'll be left with is the charge and the conviction.
Headlines, yeah.
So that being the case, I mean, you almost have to like vilify Shorty to the point where like everybody's like, oh, Oh, okay, I see what it is.
Don't be surprised, yeah.
But that's what you got to do.
No, I because they weren't able to do that during the case, so with the way the decision's gone and the time, I don't know if it's going to happen now. I mean that could really mess up a Christmas if some audio or something came out. But don't be surprised if something drops in the near future that makes her look worse than she did for the jurors.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Right.
I think that's what they left with, man, because he's in a rough spot. I mean, he's not broke.
He's not
He'll
broke,
be
and
okay in
yeah.
life, but if he wants to continue with his art, I think life is going to be rough for him for a little bit at least.
Yeah, or he's gonna have to lower his standards because I mean he could probably get
And
a
he do
Tubi
one of them
movie.
Tubi movies.
He could do
Yes,
Tubi
sir.
ASAP. I don't know what it's gonna be like the
I got
most.
the hookup for
No, it would
Leonard Part 7.
it would have to be like the John Henry story or something like that.
Oh,
Like
he was a
something
still driving man. Shout out to Ludacris.
that's what he would need. I don't think he's gonna be doing like Obsessed Grandma 5 or whatever them movies are.
Hey, listen. I'm gonna be honest. He's not. Tyler Perry ain't gonna help him. Tyler Perry don't like dark or brown skinned black men. So, Tyler Perry's not gonna help him. But if he can holler, maybe Spike. Spike might get him. You know what I'm saying?
Spike might have. He's worked with Spike before. He
Yeah,
was in the
man.
Five Bloods.
You know what I mean? Malcolm X2 or Electric Boogaloo.
Wow, yeah. I mean, Spike Lee does the Martin Luther King story. He could play Martin Luther King. Finally, get him a Chris.
They just had a white girl play.
On that note,
I've been to the mountaintop. And it's snow up here.
And it is so frigid with the snow. Yeah, no, that's crazy. That's crazy as hell. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for this. I don't expect more content like this going on, and I don't know how much this year, but when stuff happens, we want to talk about it. Don't be surprised if this type of stuff happens.
Hey man, I drink and I know things.
We out.